here's a tutorial of how to convert a RC Tonka dump truck of roughly 1955 into an RC. At the time of this video, I have a buyer for this already, so I'm not going to have a video of this being finished as the buyer wants to do it himself, but I can definitely hope that this video helps everyone else who wants to convert their RC Tonka, or Tonka into an RC, of course. Now, as we get into the video, basically I want to point out I'm using Venom Mini Monster GT axles front and rear. That basically they work for the correct dimensions of both the physical size and also for the track width of keeping this pretty close to scale. Now, as we're going to get into part of the video, let me grab our camera stand and let's flip the truck over. Alright, now as we can see, I have a simple 4-link setup. That's basically I had to bend these 2 links to preserve our original basically trailer lift. And as we go farther into it, I do want to point out I do need, well, I would have improved if the buyer didn't buy it already, of course. Our drag link is not perfectly in line with our steering servo, and that's partially what's causing most of the bump steer. If this link were to be imperfectly in line, it would help remove the bump steer because it wouldn't be basically pushing and pulling on, it'd be helping. It's harder to explain in a video than it would be to actually do. But my point is, the Venom Mini Monster GT axles, they work pretty well. They actually have a diff, as we can see from this right here. If you can, I would use a 1955 chassis and basically cover, it fits these axles and so forth relatively well. The tires themselves, as I believe this side has a, yeah, here we are. This side I am not going to be able to get this off in the video, I'm sorry. But the tires are they're from a, well, Tonka Carnation milk truck as I had at the time. They are a different style of rubber, or at least they were not as brittle as the tires that came off of this. All I did was actually to make a metal, well, almost C-clamp style shroud that actually increased the diameter of the stud that the tires mounted to. Then I made an aluminum key that basically is pushed in at one point of the flat spot of the actual stub shaft of the axle, and then just put a nut over it. This, in actuality, has worked great on past projects, and it actually has kept this wheel centered. I'm just spinning the diff. Let me just try this. Maybe it would be better if I just showed the physical action of it rolling. My overall point is, using these tires with these axles and these tires together, it is relatively easy to assemble the entire thing. Also, just for reference point, as I mentioned before, the bump steer could be improved, but it is a pretty simple build altogether. I would like to thank you for watching this video.